Rise and shine, my army of hope, positivity, and optimism. How are you today? It's good to see you. On my way to work, I'm going to be doing a self-defense course for 3 days. It's a refresher. I originally did this a couple years ago, and it was a 5-day course, and then once a year you recertify with a 3-day refresher course. And basically it's a self-defense and restraint course without harming the individual. As you know, I work at a forensic facility, and there's always the potential for violence. But you can't answer with violence. You can't respond to violence with violence. So you have to do kind of a shock and awe. Defend yourself, shock and awe. It just picture, I don't want to say combat sports, but I'll say combat sports, without the striking and without the hurting, but in the restraining and the takedowns. Okay? That's what it's all about. And I'm probably the oldest guy in that course. As a matter of fact, I will be the oldest guy there. And that's all right. That's all right. So I will, in the drills, I will be taken down. And this is not on mats. Let's not confuse this with real safe kind of stuff. This is on a hard floor in a classroom. Tables will be in kind of a U-shaped, and the instructor's in the middle. And then he chooses certain people, and then you either be the incarcerated person or you be the staff person, and you drill. So I may be invited to act out of control, violent, and then be taken down. Or I would be the one doing the taking down and restraining and such. And a lot of it, some of it's individual, some of it's teamwork. So it should be interesting. I'm always up for learning. Remember, education is a lifelong process. When was the last time you took a first aid or a CPR course? Or even infant CPR? I did that when my kids were young. Did I have to? No. Would it come in handy? Yeah, actually, there was one time, we're talking, about almost 25 years ago, when my daughter was an infant. She was choking, and I did a Heimlich maneuver on her, and a piece of a chicken finger flew right out of her mouth. So, if you get a chance, get certified in first aid, CPR, and infant CPR. It's a whole different discipline, completely different discipline, especially if you're a parent. You will benefit from it. And just imagine you're sitting in a restaurant and someone starts choking or they go down. You can save someone's life. That's saving someone's life. A true story. Many years ago at I'm not sure if it was Wells Fargo at the time, but the bank has changed its name several times. I forget if it was Wells Fargo or First Union or something like that. And I was at the teller desk doing a transaction, and the manager was behind the desk. The manager of the branch was behind the desk. And I was just glancing at her, and literally, I just watched her color change to completely pale. She literally turned white, like a bluish white. And then I saw her just like leaning and went right down the ground. It didn't take me more than 3 seconds to literally jump over the wall, clear her mouth, which there was gum right here. Now they're saying don't sweep the mouth because you might push it down further. But it was right. Put her on her side. Took my jacket and covered her to keep her warm. I directed people what to do. Call 911 right now. You, get me some water. you know, just literally just take charge of the situation. I stayed with her, talked to her. She was unconscious, going in and out, and talked to her. And she was frightened. Obviously, her body was in shock. Middle-aged woman. And then I let the emergency medical services, when they arrived, I just backed off. Went home. About a week later, I get a huge bouquet of flowers at my home, a huge fruit basket. Thank you from the bank, and thank you for saving a life. And my measures did keep her alive. Next time I was in the bank doing a transaction, and I can't remember the last time I was, like, recently. I mean, I don't think I've been in a bank in maybe twice in the past 8 years, because I do everything electronically. And when I had gone into the bank, one of the tellers went over to the manager about 2 weeks later. This is the woman who went down, who was in the hospital, recovered, came back, came over and whispered something in the manager's ear. The woman looked up, came over to me, tears in her eyes, crying, and we just hugged each other. And she just said, thank you. And that was a trip. You never know when you're going to need your skills. Never. You never know. So I encourage you, take a first aid course. Take a first aid course, first aid, CPR, and infant CPR. You literally never know. You know what they say? You know, it's better to be prepared and not have to need those skills or exercise those skills than to need those skills and not be prepared. So that's my encouragement for you today. And you'll just feel more confident about life, whether it be any emergencies with your family, friends, or a stranger out and about. You never know when your skills will be needed. And that's truly being a responsible, awakened person, rather than being a spectator and being a consumer. Have a good day.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared. Take my hand, together we'll make a stand. We've got to fight to find a way. Dare to fall to find out what to say. No more hate. Just admit that you're just afraid. Time to let go of all your fears and pride. Stand up beside me, don't you hide. We can build a better place if we can just find a way. Then we can live a better day. Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause. We should be equal, should be living free. All together, one and all, let's build a dream. Just admit that you're just a build a better place. If we can just find a way, then we can live a better day. 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 Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause. We should be equal, should be living free. All together, one and all. All together, one and all. All together, one and all. Let's live a better day.